Howdy pards, Mr. Holster here, just having a little coffee in the tack room this morning. I got out my new Ruger Vaquero. It's a Ruger Montada. I think that's how they pronounce it. It's a little different than the regular. First off, it's a 3 5/8 inch barrel, but it's got that lowered wide trigger with a checkering on it, and it also has these serrations on the front of the grip to give you a little more grip. It's actually was originally brought out for mounted shooting. This one's in 45 Colt, but I got it out to talk about the sights briefly. You know, I found over the years that I really kind of lean towards having fixed sights and not adjustable sights on my guns. I can't remember any time that I got a firearm that had fixed sights that didn't shoot point to aim, except for there was one commemorative Minneapolis Police Department Ruger commemorative that really didn't do so well, and the problem was the barrel was a little over tightened and the front sight wasn't on dead center. It was kind of a kilter a little bit, which, you know, never buy a commemorative to start with, because they're all about the commemorative, not about the gun. So don't buy it with anticipating it's going to be a good shooter, I guess is what I'm saying. And the Winchester 94s are good examples of those. But anyway, now I'm going far to field. But I got this out to show you the sights, and one of the reasons I became a fan of fixed sights like this one being milled right into the frame, is all the sport coats I ruined with the sights on my end frame in the shoulder holster over the years, ripping through the linings. But at any rate, I got this out because you can see that front sight so well on this gun, because I was reading an article the other day, and they were talking about the YouTube videos on instinctive shooting, which I didn't even look for any, and I haven't seen any. I really don't have time to be looking stuff up on YouTube. It's hard enough just to keep up with the channels I subscribe and watch what they bring out to go searching for stuff, so I didn't really look. But the gentleman was talking about these people showing the latest and greatest instinctive shooting. Well, you know, back in the day, that's the kind of stuff the FBI was training them on after the war. And somewhere along the line, with the advent of Jeff Cooper, it's become pretty much established that it doesn't take really any more time to shoot the firearm with the sights on target than to just instinctively shoot it. And the shot placement and the hits are so much better using your sights than instinctively point shooting, that it's not a good idea to point shoot. You use your sights, and of course you go to any kind of real training, you're going to find out one of the things they keep harping on is front sight, front sight, front sight. Watch your front sight. That's how you get the shots on target, is to keep your eye on that front sight. So along with that, and of course Jeff Cooper, hard to argue with Jeff Cooper. Of course, hard to argue with him because he's passed now, but still hard to argue. He compiled the police reports on shootings and the statistics and showed that when they used their sights, quantum leap in hits. And of course, if you shoot at something and you miss the target and it hits something you shouldn't have hit, now the first question they're going to ask you in court is, describe your sight picture. And of course, if you're instinctive shooting, that's hard to do, isn't it? Well, I really didn't have a sight picture. I just pointed and pulled the trigger. You see what I'm saying? But the point of the whole thing is, it doesn't take that long to get a good sight picture, especially with practice, and that's going to improve your hits dramatically. There are times where maybe you can't get your firearm out up in front and get it on sight because of the distance between you and the target, and you may not have any choice. And you may be occupied doing other things also at the same time. But that being said, those are far and few between and probably won't happen to you anyways. So, use your sights, guys. Well, there you go. That's 5 minutes of your life you'll never, ever, ever get back again Yeah, hearing Mr. Holster babble aimlessly about sights. Thanks for tuning in this morning. Till next time, from Mr. Holster and Jack, go out and stay safe.